I don't think level 1 autism is a neurological disorder or disability.
Actually, autism at any level can be disabling. Disability isn't erased just because a person works or masks well. It depends on context, environment, and support, and that can change throughout a person's lifetime.
5 or 6 psychiatrists who sat in a room and created the new DSM-5 made a big disservice in removing the word Asperger's.
The DSM-5 didn't change the terms because a handful of psychiatrists sat at a table. It was the result of years of work groups, systematic evidence reviews, and international input. And saying it was just 5 doctors in a room erases the actual science, and it minimizes the tremendous collaborative work that goes into building these medical manuals.
Level 2 autism. You're not able to work. And so you need tremendous support from the state. You need disability. You need supportive employment. You need a lot of resources. And there's just not enough to go around.
Now, this argument about limited resources is even more dangerous. That is not a scientific reason to change a classification. Imagine a hospital short on beds for pneumonia. Do you stop diagnosing pneumonia in people with milder cases just to reserve care for the sickest? Of course not. You fix the allocation, you fix the funding, you fix the system, you address systemic barriers. That's what you do. Medicine reflects reality. Policy decides resources. We can't collapse the two, nor should we.
Of course, Hans Asperger was a Nazi and euthanized autistic kids, so perhaps that word was not appropriate. But maybe another word would have been good.
So Asperger's was removed for a lot more reasons than what you cite. The three main reasons were that research showed no consistent clinical difference between people on the autism spectrum. Second, support needs vary across a person's lifetime and context, so a so-called level 1 autistic adult may need high support needs during a burnout or a crisis. And finally, functional labels like high functioning versus low functioning affirmatively harm people, erasing needs or denying autonomy. But there are also ethical reasons as well. Hans Asperger cooperated with the Nazi program that sent disabled children to their deaths. That history matters, as it should.
Normalizing autism level 1 as a neurotype, a personality type, and a neurological difference that has challenges, of course, but is not a disability and is not a disorder.
Autism is not just a personality type or a phenotype. Reducing it to temperament trivializes the neurological differences, the sensory processing, the executive function challenges, and the burnout cycles. These aren't quirks of style. They are core aspects of how autistic brains interact with the world. And calling it just a personality erases both the struggles and the strengths, and it contradicts decades of scientific research on autism as a complex neurodevelopmental condition. Saying that someone can work isn't the measure of worth. Saying that someone can't work isn't the measure of worth. Support isn't a price to ration. Accuracy, ethics, and respect. That's what the autistic community deserves.